So during this time, we have different things and different resources available to us for how do we navigate when a catastrophe happens, whether it is, again, this pandemic, or it can be anything in your life where that takes you away from work and takes you away from your certain income for a given amount of time. So the first thing you want to look at is your state and your country website. Why that's important is that those are going to give you the details of what you can do during this time. Sometimes that's just how you should be acting, right? Like, so whether it be social distancing, whatever it is during this time, but also giving you resources for small term loans, different unemployment benefits, and even more important than all of those things, those websites will tell you what's going on as far as your government. And why this is so crucial is that us as hairdressers have been not as represented as we should be when we talk about different country laws, government laws. So by looking at the website, you get to inform yourself on what those laws are and how you're going to take that action to be able to say, you know what, I think we all need to organize and say, this is the benefits that we need during this time. So checking out those different websites are crucial on giving yourself that backbone and that knowledge and that foundation to be able to say, you know what, I understand what's going on during this crisis and now I know how to act. Underneath that is also your local officials. So in different areas, we have different local officials that are going to help be able to dictate what happens in your industry, right? So one of the ways that you can be active during this time, and whether you're out of work for whatever reason, is attending local meetings and attending town halls. Your voice is so incredibly important as a hairdresser, right? So if you can use your voice at these meetings to get the ear of your local officials and say, hey, we're out of work, or hey, we need this type of benefit, we need this safety net, they will listen. But until someone steps forward and gives them their voice, nothing will ever change. So now it's our time to be able to say, you know what, we have this time out. How am I going to use this to impact local politics and to be able to give us the resources that we need? One of the things you can do with that also is organize some of your salon friends, right? Whether it be the people in your salon or other salons in your area that you've created this amazing network with, you guys can organize as a group and be able to go to these local officials and say, you know what, here is our group, this is what we need, how can you help us? Underneath that then as well is our industry resources. Each different country has their state board, so you can always be able to look at either whether it be licensing, or if you're in a country that doesn't have that, you can also just look again at what are the beauty enhancement laws in your area. But there are also resources, meaning that there are other hairdressers. What's been cool during this time to view is that so many hairdressers have stepped up to the challenge and said, you know what, I'm going to create content. I'm going to create education. I'm going to create personal grounding, videos on all these different subjects to be able to help other hairdressers. We want you to be part of that network. By you adding your voice to that, you are making our industry that much stronger and saying, you know what, I have a purpose now. I'm going to share my life experiences so that other hairstylists can learn from me. By doing that, we create something that's bigger than our individual, which allows us to be able to navigate these situations in a much better way.